So today's January the 1st. I'm here with Deena Levenstein, and we're in front of the wonderful YMCA. It's a little rainy today, but introduce yourself. I've been following you for a little over a year now, and whenever I want to know what's going on in Jerusalem, you add such a wonderful layer of depth. It's part of the cultural fabric of this wonderful and magical city. Introduce yourself.
So my name is Deena Levenstein. I'm originally from Canada, from Toronto. I've been living in Jerusalem since I was 11. And I spent quite a few years trying to find myself in general, personally, and also within Jerusalem, the city that I grew up in and where I want to be making my life. And over the last couple of years, my eyes have been opened to the rich cultural life going on in Jerusalem, and I've been really connected to that, and I've been building my life around it, and also building an online presence around it.
Yeah, because when people think of Jerusalem, this is for people outside of Israel, they think of the religious, the history, but I was here for 2 months this summer living here. I just spent a week living here. There's like so much going on, and it goes beyond events. And I think what you've really tapped into, I kept, we were talking about this, is that it's really the cultural fabric and the vibe, if you will, that came from you, that is unique to Jerusalem. And I've seen this in some ways in Istanbul. I've seen it in some ways in Athens. And it's very, very unique. Even here at the YMCA, you walk in, everyone's speaking Arabic.
With a Christmas tree.
With a Christmas tree.
And a bell tower where they actually have concerts. There's this one guy, I think he's a Jewish guy, who knows how to play the bells. And there's bell concerts, and he'll play Jewish songs, Israeli songs, Christian songs, and it's really one of the most beautiful things that I've been to is a bell concert where you stand in the courtyard and listen to the bell concert. Yeah,
and you were also talking about some of the unusual, just not just events.
Yeah.
But you were talking about some of the things that are going on in the shuk, or some of So explain.
Okay, so I mean the way that I look at it is that when you come to Israel, you go to Tel Aviv for the culture and the nightlife, and then you come to Jerusalem for the history and the archaeology and the religion.
Right.
But Jerusalem is the capital, but it's still sort of like a town, as you said earlier, and it's very much on the scene. You can't live in a bubble when you're living in Jerusalem, and so you end up with these mixes of cultures, and you end up with these fascinating things that people are doing. It's cultural. It's culture that's created within something very real. So, for example, I was talking about the shuk earlier. The shuk is it's the outdoor market. It's called Machane Yehuda, and in the shuk for many, many, many years, it's a historical place. It was the market for produce, but over the last 5-10 years, it's become a cultural center. One of my favorite places there is called Tahrir, hard to pronounce for you guys.
Yeah.
Tahrir. And it's a bar that has tons of live music with a focus on Middle Eastern culture, because so many Jews came from Arab countries to Israel, and their culture is very strong and it's very beautiful, and you've got so much music around it, and so it's a very, very fun place to come when you're in Jerusalem.
Okay. You also have a very substantive Facebook group.
Yes, I do.
With 5,000 people that are depending on you. So where do we find you? Okay, I'm from somewhere outside of Israel, or I'm in Israel. I'm coming to Jerusalem. I'm on a convention, a conference. I'm here on business, whatever, a religious group. But I want to ditch the group and go have some fun.
Okay, so first of all, I highly recommend it because, yes, Jerusalem is about history and it is about religion.
Yeah, of course.
But it's about contemporary Jerusalem too. It's about the people who are here right now who are doing amazing, creative, beautiful things.
Yeah.
So definitely ditch the group or take the group with you and check out my Facebook group.
It's
called Things to Do in Jerusalem. It's very simple. And yes, right now I just hit 5,100 now members, and and it's through my group that I make sure that people know about events going on in the city, and I share the stuff in English, which means that there's a lot of events that you'll only find out about in English on my Facebook group.
Okay, and you also you office at Q5.
So yes, I do. Well, I don't have, since I'm a freelancer, I don't have my own office, and I like to move around the city. I work at the Hub in Tmol Shel Shom, which is a really cool literary cafe in Jerusalem, in downtown Jerusalem, and I work at Q5, which is in the Canada Center House.
It's now called Canada House.
Canada House, in a very interesting neighborhood called Musrara. I like to move around, and I love the people that I meet, like you. The people that I meet by being in these different places.
Yeah. Also, the startup community here is different.
So
interesting.
So I wouldn't know. All I know is that that I meet the best people, the best people. I can't say enough how much, like. Yesterday I met this really cool guy, a religious French Jew who's been living here for 5 years, and he was great, So I'm meeting people like that at the Hub all the time.
Okay, so you do freelance work. You are a writer. You're a content strategist.
I do online content in English with a focus on Jerusalem culture.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so spell your name so we can find you on the internets.
On the internet, Deena is Deena.
Yeah.
And Levenstein, Levenstein.
And we will find you on the internet somewhere.
You will. You're welcome to connect with me, and let me know what you're looking for in Jerusalem.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. Happy New Year, and thanks for sharing your insights and also bringing some of the the cultural fabric of Jerusalem, this fabulous world-class city, to life. Thank you.